Oh, woo. Hey y'all. It's been a long time, ain't it? Baby, I need some chapstick. Hold on. Hey there. Come on in. Come on in the room. Ugh. Well, look who finally sit here and showed up from the dead, honey. Baby, I had been gone. Let me tell you, it had been a long time. Let me see how I look on this camera. Y'all hold on. Okay, I look okay. Baby, I had been gone. Let me tell you. Okay. It's acceptable. So what y'all got going on tonight? So look, first of all, let me just apologize in advance. Hold on, because this ain't really giving me what I need. Yeah, I'm coming to y'all live from the bed. See, normally I don't do this, okay? But I'm coming to y'all live from the bed because a brother been in the hospital, okay? I done been in Alcatraz for a week, okay? I done been in Alcatraz for a week long, okay, at the hospital, okay? Down there at the folks' hospital, racking up mortgages, okay, for medical debt, all because that damn sickle cell want to whoop somebody ass and then had me hospitalized. But that's okay though, because guess what? Every time I sit here and take my ass down there, I'm gonna come back 10 times stronger. So that's okay. Yeah, I went through a little something. I was sick. They had to give me some blood. And baby, y'all know them blood transfusions are like about $20,000 for a pint. So I had to get 2 pints of blood because I was down there in people's hospitals, seeing him racking up damn medical bills. Okay, because my ass had to sit here and push my ass to the limit. Stressed out at work. Okay, don't know how I'm gonna sit here and do X, Y, and Z. Okay, sick up here trying to sit here and live the young life like I'm still in my 20s and then made it to the hospital and I fucked around and got admitted. But that's okay though. We gonna move right along because I'm out now. I'm still recovering. No, I am not out partying. I am at home. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom, my lovely bedroom. Okay. Humble abode. And so I decided, well, hell, let me say and at least get on tonight and let the people know that I haven't forgot about y'all. A bitch just been sick. Okay. A hoe just been sick. Okay. That's where I've been and I've been sick. Okay. Then somebody hit my damn car. Mind you, okay, the girl that hit my damn car, I'm seeing him minding my own business at the red light. Okay, this was maybe like 2 weeks before I had got into the hospital. Minding my business at the red light, and this hoe decided to let her foot off the brake and roll into the back of my damn car. And next thing I know, I get out, I hop my ass out of the red light because I'm like, look, I work dealing with this stuff every day. I know what it gives. Okay. I automatically got her insurance information. And then she kind of nervous and asked me, well, did I hit it? Well, if you had to back up and put it into reverse, you probably did hit my car, damn it. Okay. That's what I can understand. How you ask me, did you hit it? But if you had to sit here and back up because you was all on my ass, okay? All on my ass, you probably did hit it. Nonetheless, let me get my blood pressure up. I'm getting mad about it already. It is what it is, Tristan. You got your car back. You out of the hospital. The doctor said you don't need to be stressing. So let me just calm down. Let me just calm down. Just breathe. That's all you got to do. Breathe. That's all you got to do. Breathe. Anyways, that's not what tonight is about. I just wanted to see and give y'all a brief update on what happened, why I had been gone, Like I said, I'm out of the hospital. Everything is good now. I was in a sickle cell crisis For those of you that don't know, sickle cell is a chronic illness. Yada yada yada. I really don't want to get into it because it's shit depressing. Let's get on with it. So I'm laying up here in bed, and I was just seeing him minding my own business, and I just got to thinking about bottom. For some reason, the spirit of bottomness was on my heart. Okay, I just got to thinking about bottomness. Okay, I just got to thinking about dildos, hoes, and bottomness. Okay, when I say hoes, I know it sounds like I'm saying a hoe, but I mean hoes like what you're saying actually put something in. Like I got to thinking about hoes, dildos, and cheeks and jiggly stuff, and I just was like, well, let me get on live because my mind just, when something comes on my mind, I just want to sit here and come on and share it with the public. Okay. So I got to sit here and thinking to myself, said Tristan said, huh? And for those of you that don't know, I'm Mr. 6'8", but my name is Tristan. Let's just go ahead and get that established now. But you can call me Mr. 6'8". But when I'm out here, I'm always thinking of myself in third person as Tristan. So I'm sitting here thinking like Tristan said, what's up, ho? And I was just like, what does it really mean to be a bottom in a relationship? Now, for those of you, I know most of my audience is women, females. I looked at the analytics. I get it. But I got to thinking about it, and I said, what does it really mean to be a bottom in a relationship? I know all the times, at least from what my experience is, okay? And I'm just going to be very transparent. Yeah, I'm a bisexual male. Yeah, I have dealt with men. Yeah, I have dealt with women. Okay, let's just get that out the way. And what I have learned is that when people find out that you have bottom or is a bottom, whatever you may sit here and choose to float your boat, people automatically think that you are the woman in a relationship. Now, does it necessarily mean that you are the woman in a relationship? That's not necessarily true. But society as a whole has taught us that if you are the bottom in a relationship, okay, that it just automatically means that you basically are to act like the woman in a relationship. And that's not really true, because I know a lot of men who very much will take, all kinds of Titanic ships at night when they sit here and get in the bedroom, and then in the daytime they still sit here resuming manly duties, taking care of their man, paying all of the bills. It's just a bedroom thing. That's all it is. Okay, just because you up here taking 12-inch to 18-inch mandingos, don't sit here and separate the fact that when you wake up, hey, that what's going on, sis, don't mean that when you sit here and wake up that you automatically just lose your manhood. As long as you still got a, hey, boo, what's going on, Tish? It don't mean that you just automatically lose your manhood. When you get up in the morning and you still got a thing in between your legs, bitch, you a man. Bottom line, you ain't got no breasts. You ain't got no breastises, okay? You ain't got no estrogen, okay? Just because you up here face down in the pillow, bitch, just because you up here face down in the pillow, when you wake up in the morning, you still a man. Still a man. All day, every day. Ain't nothing changed. I don't care how high your octave is. Oh, fuck me, daddy. Nah, bitch, you still a man. You still a man. Fuck me, daddy. You still a man. You still a man. It's still a man. It don't separate nothing at all. Period. Because you see him. No, you still a man, boo. You are still a man at the end of the day. It does not separate you. It does. I'm just saying, it does not separate you at all from being a man. It just means that in the bedroom, you like to be face down. So that's the way we like to, you know how the song go. Okay. And that's exactly what it is. Okay. That's all it is. Not for me. I'm going to give y'all a little backstory on me. Okay. So yes, I'm very much transparent. I don't hold back. So if my family watching this live, I suggest that y'all turn this off, because I'm about to get real transparent up in here. If I got any family members watching this, go ahead and turn it off right now. go ahead and turn it off right now, because I'm gonna sit here and tell you what I'm about to sit here and say next. You ain't gonna sit here and like, and that's all right. So, and before I get to that, my sis out here, she said, does it hurt y'all too? Now look, sis, I'm gonna be very honest. It depends. It depends. It depends on how much you talking about, as far as somebody being used to sitting here and taking 12 to 18-inch Titanic ships their whole life. If the only thing you've been seeing doing your whole life is being a size queen, and baby, I'm gonna sit here and tell you right now, your walls are probably turned inside out. Hey, boy, you turn me upside. Look, you are probably turned inside out, meaning that your booty hole probably sitting here hanging out. You probably got wires dangling and shit. Look, I'm just sitting here and telling you. And if that's the case, I can just about to bet you, if they can take that, they can take a couple of fists and everything else too. I've seen some videos out there who they done took fists and all kind of stuff, and no man ain't saying even flinch a little bit. So to answer your question, sis, I don't think that it sit here and don't hurt some people. Now, for people like me, because of the fact that I ain't out here, I ain't no size queen, okay? I ain't been out here all willy-nilly, sitting here and letting everybody just sit here and tear down my walls, bulldoze down my walls and everything. Baby, I can't sit here and deal in all of that and take all of that, baby. I was at somebody. Look, I had to, I had an itch one night. I had to sit here and scratch, and baby, somebody had an audacity to sit here and tell me, talking about they wanted me to get on top and ride. Baby, you not sit here and know I ain't sitting here and done nothing like that since good. I ain't when I was doing something like that, I still wasn't doing it right. Can you imagine somebody, first of all, 6'8", trying to get on top of somebody and ride? What you mean trying to get on top of somebody and ride? I'm not about to be sitting here stretching out my hole, trying to see and get on top and ride just to sit here and satisfy your pleasure. No, that ain't how this sit here and work. We ain't doing it like that, okay? I ain't trying to be turned inside out, asshole looking cricket. I ain't got time for that, okay? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I tell people this all the time. Your hole is not like a vagina. When I say that, I mean that your hole is not like a vagina. Meaning that you got to tell those people, look, this is not a vagina. You are not going to treat it as a vagina. And I suggest that you sit here and back up off of it, acting like it's a vagina, because bitch, it's not a vagina, okay? This ain't no just tear it up like newspaper because it ain't built right no way. No, it's a hole for a reason, okay? Women have a natural, okay, opening. They can tolerate and handle that. Hell, they be pushing babies out. But when you start talking about a hole in the back, baby, that is not a vagina. You ain't just finna crumple it up like newspaper. It's gonna just snap back like that. Baby, if you saying hit that a couple of times the wrong way with the right size, baby, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be looking like a baboon inside out. It's what you're gonna be looking like, okay? A rosebud inside out, okay? Your shit gonna be looking like this. Okay, instead of like that, that shit gonna be looking like this, where the pink part is just pulled inside out. That's what it's gonna be looking like. That's what it's gonna be looking like. Now, let me get back to me, because I was about to sit here and say, transparent moment. So yes, I started off as a bottom. The reason why that happened is because of the fact that, let's just be for real, I've been a pretty boy my whole life. Okay, I've always seen like the essence of a strong man, in the words of Shirley Caesar. Strong man. I've always liked the essence of a strong man. Okay, that's what I was liking back in the day. Now, even though that's what I was given back in the day, let's not get it twisted. When I got up, put my pants on, and put my belt buckle on, it was the reverse effect. Okay, it was the reverse effect. It was the reverse effect. I still paid niggas' phone bills. I still was seeing him bringing people's dinners to work. Okay, you need clothes, I was paying for that. Car notes, I was paying for that. Insurance, I was paying for that. Done seen him took out a whole cell phone contract, I was paying for that. I was still taking care of people that didn't need to be taken care of, but I was still doing that because in my mindset, I knew that even though I was down in the bedroom, okay, getting smashed, okay, getting smashed like a grape, even though I was down in the bedroom getting tossed around, okay, even though I was down in the bedroom, even though I was down in the bedroom, I still resume my manly duties because that's what I had like doing. I like to take care of people. I was a caretaker. Okay, instead of being a caretaker of the elderly, I was taking care of the young folks. Okay, it's exactly what I was doing. So that's why I'm trying to tell you. Being a bottom, hey y'all out there, being a bottom does not sit here and take away from your manhood. Okay, it does not mean that just because you sit here and at nighttime you like to get pulverized and smorverized and tortured, okay, and thrown across the room, okay, like a cyclone. It don't mean it don't mean that when you see it, don't make what sound being look, I'm about to drop my laptop. Hold on. Okay, it don't mean when you wake up that life just changes for you. You still are a man. When you go out in public, people gonna still look at you as a man. When they see you, perception, they still gonna see you as a man all day, every day. That's what it is. And my girl Tish said that that's the Scorpio trait. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Tish, because I thought I was just being dumb and stupid. Okay, see him paying people's bills and stuff like that, not getting nothing out of it, pouring into people and ain't getting back out of it. Okay, I thought that was just me seeing him being stupid. But she said that's a Scorpio trait, and you know I'm a Scorpio, November the 10th. So I don't know, but that's what I was doing, and I had to get smart. Hold on. It's ginger ale, by the way. Good stuff. I had to get smart. I had to get smart. And I had to realize that, look, if you're going to be a bottom, you can be a bottom, okay? Be that. But if you're going to sit here and be a bottom and be sitting doing all of this stuff and taking care of people, hell, if people going to sit here and see you as it that way, you may as well live your life as a top two, okay? So that's why as the years progress, I really stopped getting into labels because I feel like when people put labels on you, it limits you to the things that you can do and that you want to do. And so, like I told you, even though I started off as this, it was not something that I had planned on being. It just means that, yeah, it just means that, you know, that's just what it was. That's why I started off. Tish said, "No, my dude love giving, and my best friend's the same way. She's a Scorpio. Yes, I'm telling y'all, I love to give. Like I love to give. It's just the nature in me. But I did feel like that when I was younger, it did work against me because of the fact that I'm telling you, I was always pouring into the wrong people, and sometimes you can pour into the wrong people." And that is backfires on you if you let people sit here and take advantage of your kindness. But I definitely do agree 100%. And yes, Bambi, labels are trash. And that's why I hate labels. Because, you know, let's just say if you out having a conversation, right? You out having a conversation with your girlfriend. Like let's just say if you are, you know, you got a good home girl, a good Judy that you out having a conversation with. And it's just like, you know, oh girl, you know, you tell them, you know, your tea or whatever, like, you know, you got a relationship or you done met somebody, you the bottom. And it's like the first thing that come out of their mouth is, oh, well, we know who the woman in the relationship is. We know who the man in the relationship is. What does that even mean? Since when does being a bottom still classify as being a woman in a relationship? It just means that you just like, you know, you like what you like. You like being on the bottom. Okay, this is all it means. It doesn't mean that, you know, because you like being on the bottom that you just automatically give up any other things that you may do for somebody, or that you just automatically may take on this role of being what people think you are, a domesticated housewife, or that you just don't pay no bills. And that's what irks me, because there are a lot of bottoms out here who I feel like they think because I'm the bottom that I gotta find me a sugar daddy or somebody that's gonna take care of me or pay my bills or do X, Y, and Z for me because of the fact that I'm the bottom in a relationship. And no, sweetie, that ain't how this goes. You should never automatically assume that a person is gonna take care of you or give you something because of the fact that you up here spreading your cheeks for him every night. Fuck me, daddy. You should never automatically assume that, boo boo. That ain't how this works. Because see, at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is when that person get tired of you and you done got dependent and he decided to sit up and sit here and go to somebody that's better than you. Now here you is gonna be left out without a pot to piss in or a window to sit in and throw it out of. Okay, all because of the fact that you just assume that all the man supposed to come to the yard and get some of this milkshake because you the bottom in a relationship. That ain't how this sit here and work. That ain't how this sit here and work. Letitia, my girl Tish said, however, if you weren't getting the same in return, you may have been being used. He's always saying he's not doing anything for people anymore, but I don't believe that because that's who he is. I definitely do agree with that, Tish, 100%. And that's why I say it takes the right kind of people to definitely surround yourself with, because if not, people would definitely take advantage of you. And sometimes if you are just that person, as she had mentioned, it's just in your nature to always give anyway, then that's just what it is. Trish Simmons says, glad you're better. Thanks for the video. Missed the videos. You're real funny. Thanks for the video. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Bambi says, I hate when people see two butch queens and say who was the top. Yes, that's what I'm talking. It irks me. It irks me. Why can't they just sit here and just do what they sit here and do, and that's it? Period. Letitia said, I'm happy that you clarified that because I did think that the bottom assumed the female role. Yes, Tish, and that's why I'm saying it's a learning experience, not just, to say that people are ignorant. People are ignorant for saying it. But I'm just saying that I feel like that if that's all that you know, if you have, because like I said, when society as a whole, especially as I had mentioned earlier, it ain't just, females or society that assumes. You have bottoms who assume that thought process as well too, that just because they are the bottom, that they have no responsibilities in a relationship at all. And that's just totally not true. They expect the man to see him. They expect the other man, the other counterpart to take care of them. And that's not how it works. And see, you coming from someone that I went through a phase. I'm not gonna lie. Before I went back to work, I was in a phase to where all I was getting was, whatever little check I got, or whatever. I didn't really have much. So when I would get with somebody during these times that, I would be with somebody and, the other person had everything. They had the credit, the cars, the nice houses, all of that. I would feel bad because of the fact that it felt like that I was just this person that's supposed to just sit and look pretty and be cute in a relationship because I was playing that bottom role in a relationship. And that's what the thought mentality was for the other person. Oh, well, we can be in this relationship, as long as, you give good sex and you sit here and resume, household duties and all of that other stuff, then we good. But the only thing about that is that, and like I said, you have a lot of other men out there who they still, as to this day, have that thought process that's the only thing that they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to do anything else because they are the bottom. And that's not true. But what happens with that is that you lose your voice. And what I mean by that is that when you lose your voice in a situation like that, what happens is that now you're just in this castle. You're in these four walls. And when you're in these four walls, all that happens and all that take place is that, oh, You get up, you brush your teeth, you find a good outfit to put on. You may go socialize with your homegirls, your girlfriends, whatever the case, your friends, homeboys, good Judies, whatever you want to see and call it. You may go shopping with his credit card. Okay. You may go shopping with his credit card. You may go pick up his dry cleaner. You may go run his errands. Okay. You may be at home washing clothes. But then when he gets off at 5 o'clock, you better have a meal on the stove. Baby, you better be douched out, okay? Because if he one of them people with a high sex drive, baby, he best to believe he gonna take your ass down through there, okay? And like I said, you're gonna be face down in the pillow. I ain't gotta do it no more. You already know what it's giving. You're gonna be face down in the pillow, and you're gonna have to sit here and do what needs to be done in order to resume your position in this relationship because you're afraid that if you don't give out what you need to give out, that he gonna move on to the next. And that's what happens when you get stuck in situations like that, to where this bottom mentality is a thing of, oh, I'm just to be this person and sit like a trophy piece. And just to contrast with it, women, it's kind of the same thing in contrast for women who are housewives per se, who just people feel like that women may feel the need when you have women who are just housewives, who husband pays all the bills and do all of this and all of that. Not saying that every single situation is like this, because I do believe every situation is on its own merit. But you do have women who they get trapped in this situation with being married to someone, and people on the outside looking in thinking that they got it all made because they see all of this facade on the outside. But they don't realize that that person is miserable and depressed because they only have one role in this relationship. And this one role is not really an independent role. It's not really an independent role. It's more of a role of, I'm just to take care of the house, look cute, give food, give good sex, and that's it. And take care of the kids. It's kind of the same thing with that. In contrast, when I'm speaking on the terms of what the role is, that is, in terms of having a voice, in terms of being independent. So when you look at the bottom situation, and when people say, oh, that's the woman in the relationship, 9 times out of 10, that contrast that I made is kind of the same thinking when I mentioned about the bottom being a woman, because when people think of the bottom being the woman, who's the man or the woman in a relationship, you're thinking in terms of the woman, there's this, the man, there's that. But boom, at the end of the day, like I said, you still got a thing in between your legs. Thank you, Tish. I love you. You still got a thing in between your legs. Your thing still hangs. Well, I mean, for some of y'all may not be as blessed in that department, but for some of y'all that are blessed, y'all thing still hangs, swing low, do it wobble to the floor. Can you tie in a knot? Can you tie in a bow? It still do that when you get up. For some of y'all, when y'all still get up in the middle of the night after that man on bulldozing you, and you go sit down on the toilet because you want to act like that you're a woman, your thing might still touch the water, even though you a bottom, quote unquote, because you a man, period. That's what it is. It don't automatically relieve you. And when I'm saying this from a place of education. It don't automatically relieve a person because they are this bottom who is, getting the person that's being penetrated. It don't automatically relieve you from sitting here being, oh, I'm not a man anymore. That ain't how this works. That ain't how the story goes. And that's what irks me a lot. Bambi said it's not ignorant for a heterosexual person to assume that. No, it's not. It's idiotic for gays to take on heterosexual normative ways in relationship. You're still a man, feminine or masculine. Yeah. Child, who done got you in your feelings on this rant? Look, I was just laying here. Quiet as it's kept. I was watching Halston, Bambi. I don't know if y'all seen Halston on Netflix about the fashion designer. I was watching Halston about this fashion designer, I guess, and he's gay, or I guess he's gay. I only saw the first episode, but I was watching him and meet this guy or whatever, and I was watching them in the bedroom, and it just automatically the thought came to my head. So I said, let me see him hop on live. But I do agree that, and that's what makes me mad for, and now I'm speaking in terms of within our community, meaning that within the LGBT, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, M, S, elemental P, Q, R, S, T, U, V community. I'm speaking in terms of this community now, because when you have people who are like no fats or films. Thank you. When you have people, thank you, Anthony, and thank you, Bambi. When you have people that are like no fats or films on their profile, I'll be like, girl, what you talking about? No fats or films? What you talking about? What does that even mean? No fats or films? What you mean? Because at the end of the day, whether you realize it or not, your homegirl probably still look at you as a film because of the fact that you are gay, while you up here talking about no fats or films, that you don't want to fool with a man if he got feminine energy. So what? Hell, quiet as it's kept, most of the men out here with feminine energy be doing more successful than those who act masculine. I've seen more successful feminine men in America than I do men who have masculine energy. Quiet as kept. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just saying. I know I've seen a lot of people, feminine and all, still confident in who they are. Feminine mannerisms, everything, still confident who they are. Can walk into any boardroom meeting and still turn it. It ain't got no issue with nobody, because of the fact that if you accept yourself as you are and love yourself as you are, our people are going to also love you as you are. Because if you got your self-confidence within yourself, can't nobody else sit here and steal that from you. So when people put on their profiles no fats or films, what exactly does a person mean about that? Like, rewind that back. Like, what are you trying to sit here and say? Are you trying to sit here and say that you don't want to sit here and be seen with a feminine man because you scared that people gonna sit here and look at you as this whole thing of, oh, they go a queen and they go a queen? Well, baby, newsflash. If they already see him saying that, they were saying it before the hand anyways. Hey there. They were saying that they was already looking at you as a queen before you got with the other queen, quote unquote. Shut up, Bambi. They was already saying, looking at that. Hey, Soap and Wash. They was already looking at that. So why you up here sitting getting upset, talking about no fats or no films? Maybe you need to sit here and look within yourself to wonder why you are so insecure and feel so threatened by a feminine man, or by a man who may be a little more chunkier than you. Because quiet as it's kept, half of them man, hey there, what's going on? Quiet as it's kept, half of them man that be always saying, having all these doggone standards on their profile, don't even be sitting here and giving what it's sitting here and giving all of that in the face anyway. You looking like a 7 in the face on a good day and like a 6 or 5 or 4 on a bad day, and your body is a complete 1. So how you gonna sit here and have the nerve to get up here and hop your ass up here and read somebody else talking about what they need to see here and look like, or what their standards need to see here and be in order to date you, when you ain't even a 10 in the first place? Hello? Baby, you ain't even a 10 in the first place. Ain't even a 10 in the first place. I'm just saying. So, my only thing is that I feel like, for one, to draw back on my point, what does it mean to be a bottom in a relationship? Being a bottom in a relationship simply means nothing. It just simply means that if you tell a person you a bottom, A bottom to a person should automatically sit here and squash the conversation of what you like in the bedroom. So if you say that you're a bottom, it just simply means that you want to be penetrated, period. That's it. That's the only thing it should apply to. It should not automatically assume that a person, because they say that they are bottom, that, oh, that's a woman in a relationship. It should not automatically assume that you don't like receiving head. It should not automatically assume that you just all of a sudden at the last minute may want to sit here and feel a little adventurous in the bedroom, and you may want to sit here and please your man for a change in the bedroom in return. It does not automatically all of that, because all of that can apply. The only thing a bottom should mean is just what you see here like as it pertains to, if you really want to just stick to labels, it should only apply as to what you see as far as like in terms of, do you like to put it in the hole or do you like to get it in the hole? That's it. Everything else is up for free grabs. You can do anything else outside of that little tiny circle. That's the only thing, and that's why I don't like labels. Thank you, Alicia. That's why I don't like labels. I don't like labels because I feel like when people label you, they automatically have this assumption of what you are going to be to them, or what they are going to be to someone else. Excuse me. As it pertains to, a relationship or whatever the case. That's it. Bottom, just like to receive deep penetration. That's it. So for anybody that's watching, definition of bottom, just like to receive deep penetration. That's it. It don't get no more plainer than that. It don't mean that you ain't paying the bills in the household. It don't mean that you ain't having that top to sit here and go down on you every night. It don't mean that you the one sitting here doing all the cooking in the house. It don't mean that you ain't got no job. It don't mean none of that. It just simply means what I just said that it means. That's it. Bambi says a lot of people that claim to be bottoms are actually versatile. Very much true. Which that's actually a good segue, Bambi. They just don't verse with everyone. There's more to being a certain position than just a penetration. I completely agree. So let me tell you, not only that, but with myself, it took for me to actually get comfortable, because for a long time, I was not comfortable with doing anything else in a relationship in terms of being, if like I said, and even though I don't really get into labels now, but back then I didn't really do anything in terms of other than being the one on bottom, which now we know, and now we have clarified the definition of bottom. That's what it was given for me. But what made me start changing was that as I got older, and I feel like at least, well, I don't want to speak for every bottom, but I feel like that for anybody who has an open mind, I would say that most of everybody that has an open mind will go through some kind of change in life. And for myself, as I got older, I've always liked females. It's just that maybe I like men a little bit more than females. But being that as the years went by and I started to get more comfortable with who I was, and I started to meet other people of various different backgrounds, female and man, it made me realize that it ain't so much as the position that really attracted me to a person, but I was more so turned on by the person's energy. I was more so turned on by how a person carried themselves. And this could be a man or a woman. I like people who are very much confident and very much assertive in terms of, and I feel like that you can be assertive and not arrogant. I do feel like you can be assertive and not arrogant. So with that being said, I like people who are very much in terms of assertive, people who can own who they are, who ain't got no problem with anything. And for me, I'm attracted to that kind of to energy, like Bambi said, energy. I like that. If you can be the type to sit there and walk into a room and just automatically you can own it because of the fact that you already know what you give and what you capable of and what you like and don't like. If you can automatically be that kind of person, that to me I think is attractive because it shows that you're not afraid to own anything about yourself, good or bad. And I like those kind of people because those kind of people, you will always know that there's no trying to figure them out. They're just going to give you what it's going to give, and that's just going to be it. So for me, I've learned that it wasn't so much as me being turned on by a person because of what's in between their legs. I just enjoy a person's energy and just everything about the person and how they carry themselves, period. So that's why with me, I don't believe in the whole thing of when people say, oh, well, who's the man and who's the woman? There should be no that. We should be equal. We should be equal, period. There should be no reason why I should take on this role. And I had to realize this as I got older. There should be no reason why because I've taken on excuse me, and let me give a perfect just to give a perfect example. There's no reason why I should be able, just because I started out this way and people in society think of this way as being just only this way, that I'm not allowed to go out here and pleasure a woman. There should be no reason why, because society thinks of it this way, and this is the only thing that they see it of this way, that I can't go out here and also be the person to actually pleasure somebody else. It should all be looked at as equal. Because to me, what a real intimate relationship looks like to me is that you got both sides, providing pleasure to one another. It ain't just, oh, I'm the only person. I gotta stick to doing this because that's what society teaches as. If you want to sit here, let me tell you, and look, I know I'm finna sit here and get real nasty. But let me kind of go off note for a second and speak to some of these women. If you want to stick your tongue in your man's booty hole, then guess what? Fuck me, daddy. Look, if your man want to see, if you got a heterosexual man and you a woman out there to out a female, and I'm sorry, maybe it's a little too transparent for some of y'all, but if you want to go out here and stick your tongue in your man, then guess what? That's between you and your God and your business. Do it. Hell, who gonna sit here and judge you? You in your four walls. Hell, you pay your bills. You pay your bills. You pay your bills. Who paying your bills? If your man, and that's what pissed me off as well. Heterosexual man playing your booty hole, it's automatically assumed, oh girl, he's gay. Okay, girl. My husband done went gay. Lord, he's gay, Lord. I knew it, but not in my house. Not in my house. Not in my household. I knew it. That ain't what that means. 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 That is not what that means. That is not what that means. If your husband likes to be played with, even if y'all in the bedroom and your husband is a little adventurous, okay? And you may all of a sudden hear him sit here and holler out, your name may be Shonda, and he may sit and have a moment where he might just be at the climax and he turn around and go, ah, fuck me, Shonda. Don't assume that your husband gay. Maybe he just had a moment. Maybe he just had a moment. Maybe he just got lost in the abyss. Maybe it was just hitting that prostrate, just like, look, I hope you two don't shut my shit down. Maybe it was just hitting that prostrate. I'm just saying, it don't always mean that your husband maybe he just made like a little, a little play. Now I know this may be a little too sensitive for some people to take in a process, but I'm just saying, don't y'all sit here and act like that it ain't no heterosexual men out here who ain't getting their hoes played with. I'm just saying, don't y'all sit here and do that. I hate when people sit here and do that. And I hate when people sit here and go and be like, oh, well, if a man get his whole played in, it automatically saying me, he an old dick in the boot. No, maybe that's just what he likes. You got some men, listen, I have dealt with a lot of men in my lifetime. Don't take that as me being I'm just saying that I've come across a lot of men in my lifetime. And what I have learned about men is that men are just men. And men gonna be men, heterosexual or gay. They may not be kinky with you. Don't take this as no shade, sis. But they may not be kinky with you. But don't think that they ass haven't seen him been kinky in once in a lifetime with somebody else. Don't think that. Don't you assume that. Don't get comfortable just because you see him thinking that y'all relationship sitting up here giving TD Jakes that they ain't not here and don't win and sit here and adventure off, okay? Don't be saying thinking that just because you thought your relationship was no more satin sheets that they ain't sitting here and venture off and done did other things. Because I'm telling you, men are men. Men are men. If you go out there, if you the type that like to watch them videos, y'all know them videos on you on the internet, you'll see it's a lot of people out here like a lot of kinky stuff. They may not sit here and be the type that you think. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just gonna keep it real. Why would I sit here and lie to y'all? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you nothing wrong. I'm just keeping it real. You got some men out here who like stuff like that. They get a thrill out stuff like that. You got some men out here to this day still think about having a threesome and scared to sit here and tell their wives because they don't want to be judged. Because once again, it all goes back to we so stuck up on labels. We so stuck up on labels. On what the thought process is because you are this and what you can and cannot do. And it's because of that you got people out here afraid to see him be themselves because they don't want to be judged. Because society will judge you. You don't think it won't. Society will judge you. Society will judge you. Period. So that's why I wanted to come on here tonight because, I was on, matter of fact, I was on, and this is not, and I know somebody gonna take this and run with it. But I'm just gonna keep it real. So I was on the Scorpion show. For those of you that don't know Kevin and Raquel, I was on the Scorpion show maybe a year ago. It was right about when the pandemic started. So anyways, Kevin had, he was having guests on. And, me as an avid watcher of YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube. So I already knew who the Scorpion show was for a long, long time. Like I remember when they used to be in his mom's dining room with the china cabinet behind them. I go that far back. So, I took it upon myself. And this is when I had just got my channel really like popping and started, whatever. And I went on there. And basically, I don't even know what it was, but I think I was basically just telling him how, I like the channel, And then he did not even believe, if I recall correctly, that I was even 6'8". Not only that, but because of the fact that I mentioned about me being a bisexual male, and this is what really had pissed me off, because it took for me getting off camera, well, not off camera, but off the, off camera as far as being on the phone, because it was a dial-in thing. But it took for me to get off there. And then the first thing he gonna turn around and say is that I was lying. And then so somebody in the comments who watches me and knows me had to go and sit here and let the other people in the comments know, no, he really is this way. Everything he said, he really is that way. But what it was is because I didn't come up there on his channel sounding like a masculine man, because I didn't come up on his channel, trying to be something that I wasn't. It was hard for him to see and believe about, whether it was the height, whether it was, and I think for some reason, I don't even know how we even got on the conversation about how big your thing is, but I think I had mentioned something about, my thing or whatever. And, they thought I was making that up as well. And like I said, I ain't got nothing to sit here and hide. Everybody that sit here and knows me knows that this is just who I am. This is just who I am, period. I ain't got to sit here and lie. It really don't even sit here and matter to me which way the cookie crumbles. But what really got me about that is because of the fact that because you are the type to conform to what society thinks and believes. When you meet a person and you can't see the physical them, it's just automatically easy for you to believe X, Y, and Z about a person because of the fact that if they ain't sounding like a dude, if they ain't sounding like a straight dude, a masculine dude, it's just automatically, oh, you lying. Because I got a feminine energy about me, it's automatically, I'm lying. And that's what really burns me up about people, is people sit here and think that in order for me to be considered a bisexual male, I gotta have this masculine energy and I can't be anything else. I just gotta have that. But then what gets me is that you got people out here all the time, straight acting, baritone voice. All they sit here and do is talking about how they ain't gay and don't like this and don't like gay people and all this other stuff. But when they get behind closed doors, they the first person sitting here and swallowing and gagging, girl. I'm just saying. So that's why I said perception to people seems to be everything. And people have to get out of that, because you can't let perception or either what society thinks control on your own opinion or your own view of somebody. You have to sit here and come to that decision yourself. You have to get to know a person yourself. Because like I said, you got people from all walks of life who are into a lot of things. And it does not mean that because they are this way, that everything else is just not up for discussion. So for people that may be watching this video, you may want to share it with somebody, let another person know, tell a friend, whatever the case, who may, it's not, and like I said, it's not to call them ignorant, because I feel like when you know better, you do better. But just to let people know that it's not always about labels all the time. And it's not always about trying to find out or figure out certain things about people. Why not just say, oh, I see two men and that's it. I see two men that are in love and that's it. Why can't it just be that? Why can't it be, child? Who y'all think the woman and the man is? Why it's gotta be that? When what you're looking at is two men. Why can't it just be face value? It's two men. Period. That's it. That's all I got, y'all. I ain't want to make it to a long thing. I ain't want to sit here and get on here and run this over. It's 54 minutes and 44 seconds and counting. Thank y'all to the moderators. Thank y'all to all of the people that has comment. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, I've been gone for a while. I was very sick, battling sickle cell. I was in the hospital very sick, but I'm out, and I'm recovering. And I said, let me get on here because I really do miss y'all. And y'all, this ain't, my YouTube channel. And I told the people who I'm close to a lot about this. YouTube for me is not so much as I'm doing this because I just want to make money from it. It's my outlet. Like it's my therapy for me. So it's what helps me to deal with stuff in life because I can get on here and I can share my experiences and I can, get a chance to interact with people from all over the world. So for me, it's deeper than just, oh, I just want a YouTube channel because I just want to be social media famous. Like that's all fine and dandy, but like I said, I just like it because it's my coping. I can help people and I can also get help because by being an outlet, to others, as well as, using it for an outlet to share my experiences and hopefully help other people. But that's all. I love you all. Good night to you all. I love you. Tell a friend, like this, share this video, whatever. I hope that when I end this stream that it's going to save and upload. Thank y'all. I hope that when I end the stream, it's going to save and upload because I'm doing this from my laptop. So but I love y'all again and have a good night. Mwah. Bye, my fun sizers.